small children, sometimes it can feel like the toys, mess, and clutter is all around your home 24/7. Well, get ready to say goodbye to that, because in this video, I'm going to show you 7 game-changing tips that will keep your home tidy all day long, even with littles. Hi, I'm Joy, mom of 2 boys, 4 and under, and I've been extremely blessed to have my children jump on board and help keep the house tidy from very early on. If you're a mom, you know that sometimes children can come with a lot of mess, toys, and clutter. But with these proven tips, you will see that it is still possible to keep a tidy home. In order to keep your home tidy even with littles, you're going to want to make it a family event. Have your children be involved as often as possible during the cleanup process. I know that oftentimes this can lead to slower and even messier before things get better. However, it is super crucial that they practice this concept so that they can get used to it. And not only that, they will see it as normal because your family is often cleaning up and tidying up. I started this very early on with my eldest by making a big deal of things. When I had dropped something, I would run and pick it up and say, uh-oh, and pick it up right away. And he took to this right away. The more that he saw it, the more normal he thought it was. And by age 2, he was already asking me for chores, and I had some age-appropriate chores he can easily do, and he absolutely still loves chores. And not to mention, he always tidies up after himself too. And I really think that making it a family event has definitely helped to contribute to that. Everyone can get overwhelmed with a lot of things, but if you keep things minimal in your home, it will be easy for yourself and your children to tidy up after themselves. For example, if they have very many toys, consider donating some or even doing a toy rotation so that they will not have all their toys out at once. The more things you have, the more things you have to manage, and not only that, the bigger of a mess you can make. So if you pare down their things and yours, you can help to keep your home tidy all day long by simply reducing the number of items that they have access to. That way, even if they were to take everything all out, the mess wouldn't be as overwhelming. Let's say that they had 10 things and they take them all out, it will be a lot easier and less overwhelming to put away than having 200 things and taking those all out. Even if you pare down your children's items, sometimes it can still be a lot, especially if they have things such as magnetic tiles or other toys that come with a bunch of components. In order to keep your home tidy, even while this is a factor, I want you to consider having them play with one thing at a time. In case that they want to take out multiple things, explain to them that one must go in before one comes out. Essentially using the 1 in and 1 out rule. But I guess this time it will be 1 out and 1 away. If you want to play with a new thing, you must put another thing away. That way you don't have all the things out at the same time, thus reducing the potential for a huge mess that everyone will get overwhelmed by. If you keep it to 1 or 2 toys at a time, not only can they focus better on their play because they will not be distracted by the other thing, but your home will be a lot more tidy. And speaking of tidy, make sure you have multiple tidy sessions throughout the day. These do not have to be very long. I myself do not do this for more than 5 minutes. However, I do them 3 times a day. Usually after breakfast, before lunch, and before dinner, we're tidying up the home together. And not just toys, whatever the whole family has out, we will all put it away. But whatever is an issue in your home for being stayed out and making the home look messy, then be sure to practice tidying those items up along with your children. Everyone get on the tidy train. Let's go around the home picking up things that do not belong. Make it fun for children by giving them things such as baskets or boxes that they can put the items in before returning them to their designated home. As always, we want to set a good example for our children, and they are watching and absorbing. So be sure that any messes that we might have lying around, that we also tidy them up immediately. Let's not leave it there and say we're going to come back to it or we're going to use it later. If we need it later, we can always go back and get it later. But our children are watching and learning. So we got to make sure that if we want to tidy home forever and if we want them to contribute, we definitely have to practice what we preach. We have to put the things away immediately and not leave a cluttered mess running about. Because if we as adults have trouble doing this, then what more of littles that are absorbing our every move? No pressure. No, but seriously, as you leave each room, look at your hands. If they're empty, go back and grab the items. That way it makes things easier and less overwhelming. Never leave a room empty-handed, and you'll be setting a great example for your children to pick up after themselves as well. It is very important to let children practice. I know sometimes things are messy when they do it, but it is very important to give them chores and responsibilities and things that they are only in charge of. Things such as unloading the dishwasher, cleaning windows or toilets, whatever you feel comfortable with the child doing, let them do it. Assign them a chore that they are responsible for. This will foster them to know that this is something that is enjoyable, especially if you play some music and if you have no idea how to make chores fun. I do have a ton of videos on that. For now, give them some age-appropriate chores that they can practice and be a part of. This will help them to love cleaning, or at the very least, know that it is a normal thing and a part of everyday life. This will then turn into long-term habits that they will carry on into their adulthood. Because remember, at the point they're children, but we're actually training up little adults. So if we do this now, it'll be for the best. And just be super patient, because the more they practice, the faster they progress. And if we don't let them practice, then I'm not sure how that they can progress. So even if it's messy and loud and not the way you would do it, just let them get into the rhythm of things. Before you know it, they'll be total pros. Next up, be sure to set some routines. We all, but especially children, thrive on routines. Let them see the same things day in and day out, so they know what to expect. Just like they know when to play, when to eat, when to brush your teeth, etc. There is a regimen that you can follow as well to get them to know that it's time to do a specific chore or tidy up or whatever other things you may have going on in your home. And sometimes it is a little bit tricky to set up those routines, so if you need help doing that, then check out this video here and I'll meet you there right now. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, to God be the glory. Bye!